In 1929, the world was facing a financial crisis of frightening proportions. For most people, it seemed like opportunities were limited. However, for a man named Enzo Ferrari, adversity was just an obstacle in his relentless pursuit of perfection. He decided to create his own racing team, Scuderia Ferrari, and with his vision and determination, he turned it into one of the most respected and powerful in the world. But Enzo wasn't satisfied with just being a leader on the tracks. He aimed to create the best car brand in the world, something so special that all the money in the world couldn't buy. Thus was born Ferrari, an icon of elegance, technology, and performance. However, the brand has taken an exclusive approach, allowing only those truly deserving to own one of its cars. This exclusivist attitude has drawn some criticism. While some saw Enzo as arrogant and unapproachable, others recognized him as a man who challenged boundaries and broke barriers. Join us now to discover the full story of Enzo Ferrari and the brand he created, a story of passion, innovation, and, above all, excellence.
Enzo Anselmo Ferrari was born in Modena, Italy on February 18, 1898. However, due to a heavy snowstorm, his birth was not registered at the local registry office until the 20th of February. His parents, Alfredo Ferrari and Idelgisa Bispini, had 2 children together. Enzo was the younger brother of Alfredo Jr., also known as Dino, a name that would become famous in the future. Enzo's father, Alfredo Ferrari, was born in Capri and decided to move to Modena in search of better economic opportunities for his family. There, he opened a metallurgical business in the basement of his home. During his childhood, Enzo witnessed an incredible victory by Felice Nazzaro at the Pelona circuit in 1908. This experience inspired Enzo to pursue a career in motor racing, but his journey had to wait. Italy was involved in wars against the Ottoman Empire and the Austro-Hungarian Empire, which led to the country entering World War I. Enzo was enlisted in the Italian Army's 3rd Mountain Artillery Regiment, and most of the fighting took place in northern Italy. Unfortunately, in 1916, an Italian flu epidemic claimed his father's life, and his older brother, Alfredo Jr., was forced to leave the army. After recovering from an illness during the 1918 flu epidemic, Enzo saw the family business collapse as the war drew to a close. He started looking for a job in the industry. Enzo Ferrari started his career working at CMN, Costruzioni Meccaniche Nazionali, an engineering company that produced automotive and aeronautical components. He worked as a test driver and competed in motor racing representing CMN. After leaving CMN, Enzo Ferrari joined Alfa Romeo in 1920. He played a key role in the development of racing cars for the Alfa Romeo competition team and gained recognition as a talented test driver. During this time, he established valuable connections in the automotive industry and honed his technical skills. Enzo Ferrari left Alfa Romeo in 1939. After working for almost 2 decades as a driver and then as head of the Alfa Romeo competition team, he decided to leave the company to found his own automaker, Auto Avio Costruzioni. In the years since, Ferrari has released several legendary cars such as the iconic Testarossa, the Agile F40 and the elegant 550 Maranello. Each of these models featured a striking design combined with powerful engines and exceptional performance. Ferrari has become a symbol of luxury and prestige, attracting the eyes and desires of car enthusiasts around the world. During World War II, the Auto Avio Costruzioni factory was bombed and Enzo Ferrari moved his operations to Maranello, a small Italian town. In 1947, Ferrari SPA was officially founded, marking the birth of the iconic luxury car brand. The first car to be produced under the Ferrari name was the 125S. It was a 2-seater sports car equipped with a 1.5-liter V12 engine that produced around 118 horsepower. The 125S marked the beginning of Ferrari's tradition of building high-performance cars and has become the symbol of the brand's passion and excellence. However, not everything was rosy for Enzo Ferrari and his company. The death of his son Alfredo, in 1956, deeply affected Enzo, leaving him emotionally shaken. He found solace in his work and dedication to his beloved brand. Enzo continued to lead Ferrari with determination and passion, facing challenges and overcoming adversity that came his way. In the case of Lamborghini, the history dates back to the 1960s. Ferruccio Lamborghini, founder of Lamborghini Automobili, was a wealthy Italian industrialist and sports car enthusiast. Legend has it that Lamborghini was dissatisfied with his Ferrari and decided to meet with Enzo Ferrari to express his complaints about the car. Supposedly, Ferrari responded in a haughty manner, suggesting that Lamborghini should only be concerned with making tractors, as he owned an agricultural machinery company. This infuriated Lamborghini, who set out to prove that he could build better cars than Ferrari. He founded Lamborghini Automobili in 1963 and began producing high-quality, high-performance sports cars. The rivalry between the two brands was born from that episode. As for Fiat, Enzo Ferrari's relationship with the Italian automaker was more complex. In 1969, Ferrari was facing financial difficulties and decided to sell part of its shares to Fiat to guarantee its survival. Fiat initially acquired 50% of Ferrari's shares, increasing its stake to 90% in 1988. This partnership with Fiat allowed Ferrari to recover financially and continue to produce high-performance sports cars. However, Enzo Ferrari retained control of the company and independence in decision-making until his death in 1988. After Enzo Ferrari's death, Fiat took full control of Ferrari, and later in 2016 the company was spun off from Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, FCA, and became an independent entity, listed on the New York Stock Exchange. In summary, Enzo Ferrari had an indirect relationship with Lamborghini, since his arrogance would have been the trigger for the creation of the rivalry between the two brands. With Fiat, there was a financial partnership that allowed Ferrari to overcome financial difficulties and ensure its continuity in the market. In the following years, Ferrari continued to develop and improve its cars, gaining prominence in motor racing. The company was successful in sports car racing, especially the 24 Hours of Le Mans and Formula One racing. Cars such as the 166 Inter, 250 GTO, 365 GTB/4 Daytona, and the legendary 250 Testarossa became Ferrari icons and have won racetracks around the world. During the 1960s and 1970s, Ferrari released a number of notable models including the 275 GTB, the Dino 246 GT, the 365 GTB/4 Daytona, and the legendary 512BB Berlinetta Boxer. These cars were known for their elegant design and exceptional performance. In the 1980s, Ferrari introduced the iconic Testarossa, one of the most iconic sports cars in history. With its futuristic design and flat, 12 engine, the Testarossa has become a symbol of status and style. Over the next few years, Ferrari continued to release a number of standout models, including the F40, F50, and Enzo. These limited production cars were designed to deliver race-level performance and innovative technology. The F40, in particular, was a milestone in Ferrari history, being the first production car to reach a top speed of 322 km/h. Since then, Ferrari has continued to expand its model lineup, offering a variety of luxury sports cars for different market segments. Some of the latest models include the 458 Italia, the 488 GTB, the LaFerrari, a high-performance hybrid, and the SF90 Stradale, the brand's first plug-in hybrid car. In addition, Ferrari recently announced the launch of the Ferrari Purosangue, its first SUV, marking the brand's entry into the luxury SUV segment. Enzo Ferrari, the founder of Ferrari, died on August 14, 1988 in Maranello, Italy. He was 90 years old at the time of his death. The cause of death of Enzo Ferrari was a type of heart failure. He had suffered from health problems in the last few years of his life and had already been hospitalized several times. His health condition is believed to have worsened due to advanced age and physical wear and tear over the years. Enzo Ferrari left a significant legacy in the automotive world, being recognized as an iconic and visionary figure. His passion and dedication to building high-performance cars has helped to transform Ferrari into one of the most prestigious and desirable automobile brands in the world. His influence on the automotive industry continues to this day. The 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO auction held in 2018 was a landmark event in the history of classic car auctions. The Ferrari 250 GTO is considered one of the rarest and most valuable cars in the world, with only 36 units produced between 1962 and 1964. The starting bid was set at $35 million, but fierce competition among bidders quickly raised the price. After intense competition, the hammer finally fell when the price reached an incredible $48.4 million, making it the most expensive car ever sold at public auction up to that point. In addition, it also highlighted the growing importance of vintage cars as investment assets. The Ferrari 250 GTO remains a symbol of automotive excellence and one of the most prized and sought-after icons by collectors around the world.